Friends, welcome back. In today's problem, we are going to be computing a credit plan for an equipment in C++. As usual, the algorithm first and then the code. So, let's simplify. A newly established company, KKF Limited, sells electronic equipment to customers on a negotiable credit plan. For example, if a piece of equipment sells at 1,000 cedis at an interest rate of 18%, that is 1.5% per month, and a monthly payment of 50 cedis, no down payment is required. However, the monthly payment is used to pay the interest, and whatever is left is used to pay part of the remaining debt. Thus, for the first month, an amount of 1.5% of 1,000 cedis in interest, that is 15%. The remaining 35 cedis is used to pay part of the 1,000 cedis, which leaves the customer with a debt of 965 cedis. For next month, the interest will be 1.5% of 965, which is 14.48. That's 35.52 cedis is deducted from the debt of 965, leaving the debt as 929.48. The process is repeated until the full amount is paid. The full amount is paid. Please note that for the last month, the balance plus the interest may be less than 50 cedis, yet the company would demand the full 50 cedis. Devise a computer solution to read as input the value of the equipment, the interest rate, the period of repayment, and the monthly payment amount, and output the outstanding balances from the first month to the last month. So the algorithm. So you're going to take the inputs, that is the value, the interest rate, the period in months, and the monthly amount. Now you're going to convert the interest rate, which is annual, into monthly. So you say monthly int equals int rate divided by 12. Now you're going to print out a table. So print month and then the balance outstanding. So the first column is for the month and the second column will be for the balance outstanding. Now, at this particular moment, the user hasn't made any payment yet, meaning the balance outstanding currently is equal to the value of the equipment. So we say the balance outstanding equals value. As I always say, if I borrow 5 Ghana cedis from you and I haven't made any payments yet, it means that the amount I'm supposed to pay you is equal to the amount I borrowed from you because I've not started paying. Now I'm going to say I equals 1. As we go along, we know why I is 1. Now I'll say while the balance outstanding is greater than 0, remainder equals monthly amount minus monthly amount divided by 100 times the value. What this means is that from the question, we know that the monthly interest rate times 1,000, which is the value. Because it's an interest rate, we're dividing by 100. So we know that the monthly interest rate is deducted or is subtracted from the monthly amount the user is going to pay. So we take it out, and then the remainder is what is used to pay for the value of the equipment. So we say remainder equals the monthly amount minus the interest. We calculate for the interest. We take the interest from the monthly amount, and then we get the remainder. Now this remainder is what is used to pay for the equipment itself. So we say the balance outstanding equals the value minus the remainder. So we are paying for the value, we are taking the remainder from the value. That will tell us how much we are supposed to pay or how much left we are supposed to pay. So the value minus the remainder will give us how much left we are supposed to pay. Now, we know from the question that after the first month, which the user paid 1,000 cedis, the following month, the user was paying for the interest rate. We had 1.5% 965, and this value kept decreasing. What this means is that for the next month, the value is going to be the balance outstanding. So, and for the next month again, the value is also going to decrease to the balance outstanding until the balance outstanding becomes 0. So you're going to say the value equals balance outstanding, because after the first month, for the following month or the next month, the value is going to be the balance outstanding. So when we're calculating for the interest, it's going to be the monthly interest rate times the value, which is now the balance outstanding. Then we calculate for the remainder, deduct it from the original value, which is 1,000, then get the balance outstanding. So we keep doing this. Now, as we do this, we are going to print I, leave a space. Now, this I, remember, is 1. So this I, which is 1, is going to be under the month column. So that's for the first month. I should print 1. Leave a space. Now I say if the balance outstanding is less than 0, then you should print 0. That is, if the user pays more than what he or she is supposed to pay, you should just say that you have finished paying. You should just say 0. So no matter the amount you pay after the original amount you're supposed to pay. So if you're supposed to pay 1,000 cedis and you pay 2,000 cedis, all we know is that you have finished paying. Else, you should print the balance outstanding. So else, if you haven't finished paying yet, you should keep telling us how much left you are supposed to pay. Then we should move to the next line and then NF. Now, when you move to the next line, you want to move to the next month. So you say I plus plus. So I was 1. Now we go to the second month to make I to be 2. Then N. So this loop should continue calculating until we get to the last month. Now, even though we know the number of months that the user has indicated that he or she will finish paying, we still didn't use a for loop, because even though the user can tell you that he or she can finish paying, the user can tell you that he or she can finish paying within 12 months. But in actual fact, it could even take the user maybe 24 months to even finish paying. And also the question said that we should continue doing this. It should be done repeatedly until the full amount is paid. When you use the for loop, what's going to happen is that in case the monthly period the user is going to end, the user is unable to fully pay, you realize that the for loop will end and then the user has still not finished paying. So that's why we're using a while loop, which is going to compute for when the user actually fully pays all the amount he or she is supposed to pay. Alright, so let's convert this to, and then you get a clearer picture. In the int main function, I declare my doubles and then my integers, and I set I to be 1. Then I take all the inputs from the user, the value, the interest rate, the period in months, and then the monthly amount. Then I convert the interest rate to monthly interest rate. Then I create a table with 2 columns, one for balance and one for the month. Then from there, I say because currently the user hasn't paid anything yet, the balance outstanding is equal to the value. And I say while the balance outstanding is greater than 0, we should compute for the remainder. And we know the remainder is the interest being taken from the amount the user pays every month. And then the remainder now is subtracted from the original value to get the amount the user is supposed to pay after that. Then because we'll be updating the value for every single month, we said that the value is equal to the balance outstanding. That's what we'll be using to compute for the next interest rate and for the next interest rate for the next month and for the next month. Then I print out the values under each table, that is I. And in case the user pays more than the original amount, it just says 0. And then if not, you should print the amount that is remaining. Then I plus plus for the next month. Then I end the code with system pause and then return 0. Now let's try some values in. So I enter 1,000 cedis, interest rate of 18. I say, I can finish paying within 17 months, and I'll be paying 70 cedis every month. So you can see that by the 17th month, I had finished paying. Now you can see that by the 16th month, I had 13 cedis more to pay. But the company is still going to ask me to pay fully the 50 cedis for the next month so that I can actually finish fully paying. So the company is going to take the full amount for the next month, which is the 50 cedis, even though I have only 13 cedis left to pay. Let's try another one. Now you can see that the user is saying that he or she can finish paying within 15 months. That is, he or she is going to pay 56 every month for 50 months. But you know that is actually not the case. If you are paying 50 cedis every month for taking an equipment of value 1,000 cedis, it is actually going to take you 24 months to finish paying. So you can see one reason why we did not use a for loop. If you had a for loop, it would have ended at the 15th month, which by that time the user had not finished fully paying. Alright friends, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, Apatia.